So welcome back guys, Gaming for XP, hanging out in Sanctuary Hills for that 4 Let's Build series. So in the last video that I made, we were talking a little bit about how to use the prefab item in the build menu to build some defensive structures and maybe utilize it to build things very quickly and efficiently. Today I want to do something a little bit different and just show you how you can use the prefab as a little bit of a building block to build complete areas. And once my build menu finally loads, we'll be able to get underway. Thank you very much. So we'll just use this foundation for now. It's very key when you're doing something like this is to get, and you would have seen people struggle with this, and it looks like they're being a little bit crazy about getting things right, but I think this first corner is key to get absolutely as straight as possible, as far as if you're going to do a similar build to what I'm about to show you. That's pretty close. So these snap together, and what I generally do is I use these just to lay some place markers on structures that I'm building. So a lot of the time what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll do something like this. And I can show you fairly shortly how this actually looks once you've got it finished. But there we go. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 across and another 4. And you're probably saying straight away, well, it's a power armor area. You could put your lots of little slots for your power armor. I guess you could put one up top like that. Suddenly you could actually have power armor. So that's one idea for it. A little power armor area, very quick to build. But what I generally do with these is that I build shops from them. So what we're going to do, just for safety, is just put some floors in here. You don't have to do this. So what I would now do is this, and this is something that I've had to figure out over probably built the building I'll show you at the end about 3 times. And one there. And now what you can do is actually build very quickly a shopping mall. Now, I'm going to use these, but it really doesn't matter. You can use whatever you like. Now, one of the good things about these, and it probably isn't going to do it for me today, but these do actually snap. There you go, right in between, like that. That window. So there's shop number 1. So you can have a different window. Wall. So I'm interested, just while I'm doing this, I'm interested to know, how long have you been playing Fallout for? Is this the first Fallout that you've played, or where did you start? I think I've said in a previous episode, I started with New Vegas and loved New Vegas, and then Fallout 4. I'm now spoiled with Fallout 4, and I love it. And I'm trying to play Fallout 3 at the moment, which is a great game, but I think because of the way they've built Fallout 3, sorry, is very hard to play. But you know, I love it. It has its own quirkiness about it, and you can reminisce. Fallout 3 is actually a good game. I'm enjoying it. But you know, rebuilding your armor and your guns and that kind of stuff constantly. So the mod I'm using for this doorway is a mod called Snap and Build, and unfortunately you can't. I don't think you can get it in on PlayStation 4. I know you can get an Xbox and sent on PC. So here we go. We've just built a group of shops very quickly, very efficiently. Used a couple of elements. So all these walls are from Snap and Build as well. And so, you know, very quick. Again, I like to do things simply, quickly, and effectively. You know, they look very effective. So I'm going to take you down the road now, down here, and show you what potentially you could do. So using what I've just done, this whole area here was built. And so here we go, in we come, and you can see the shop straight away. You can see, there you go, the double pillars, the roof. You can tell that that's exactly how I've built it. General store, obviously I've still got the decorate in here. I put a bar in the corner, so I've actually taken those out. I've used those elements, those prefabs, just to get things built, and then I've taken them out and then added the veranda around and put an upstairs in. And again, I would do what I'd done showing you at the start. I'd put the prefabs on top and either leave them in, or if they weren't working as an element, take them out. So that's another way of using these prefabs to build a structure. Now, one of the favourite things to do in Sanctuary, at least one of the things you can do in Sanctuary, is that you can build a treehouse. So I tend to use, where is it, the very tall one, this one. So again, with the prefabs, this can give you just a foundation to build around, and again I will do a walkthrough at the end. Now, one of the things that, the reason I'm using this is going to be special, isn't it? It's always going to be special today. There we go, special, there we go. So let's just move this out of the way so it doesn't pick it up. One of the problems using the pillar here is it really doesn't get you much height. So one of the things you can do is use and I do this a lot if I've got to raise something up a little bit higher, is use the scaffolding. So you know, it's when it turns green. One of the things to do with either the pillar or the scaffolding is just get it as close as possible, and the pillar will actually glitch into it and go red, and then pull it back out until it turns green, and you should be close enough. So here we go, very quick way of select all, find that spot that turns green in. Now one of the things is with these, if you pull them out of the ground like that, they all turn red, so they've got to be actually touching. And what you can do is then pull it down a little bit, push it up. There you go. Ah, that looks weird, I guess, at the moment. Let me put it down somewhere, doesn't matter where. I guess that looks a little bit weird at the moment, but you know, what you can do is start to snap these together. Maybe, please. I seen you snap. So you can start to snap these together around the tree. There we go. You can actually raise this a little bit higher if you like, using the, maybe go one more. Now, you don't have to leave these in. It's purely, oh, I leveled up. It's purely just to get them up there. There we go. So, see if I can show you how to. See if I can remember to show you how to do this. Remember when you're snapping things, get it as close as possible. Sometimes it looks close, but it actually isn't. There you go. So you see how that's not going to go any further. So what you can do is you could potentially do it with this. Just put something next to it, like that, which is sunk into the ground. Select all, pull it up, just like that. There you go. And it gives you a little bit extra height, not much. So there you go, there's your treehouse. Yeah, we'll store that. And then of course you can do things like this. You can take that completely out, because this is just acted as your frame. You can put a floor in, and then you can, I guess you can start to put things like wall elements in. So things like that, snap to it, and then start to build it from there. So that's just an additional bonus bit of material about how you could potentially build a treehouse very quickly using these prefab shack roof floor. So I hope that's been useful for you. I will do a little bit of a walkthrough on the treehouse and show you a few other things, but I think it just shows you that if you take an element in the building menu to help you, it can actually be very profitable, and it can save you a lot of time and a lot of anguish and a lot of hassle, a lot of heartache when you're building your settlements. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the little treehouse walkthrough, and I'll catch you later. So here's the walkthrough. Again, this is a different settlement I've done, but you can see it's exactly the same idea. These two have decorated shops in, so I'll just walk in and show you what it can look like. I've got a scrapping mod that gets rid of this stuff now, so you know, this is what potentially the gun shop can look like. And you know, I think it's a very personal thing of how you decorate. This is a clinic, yeah, a little general store, etc. As you can tell, I'm not the world's best decorator, but however. But the other thing I wanted to show you is the treehouse, and you can see with the treehouse, I've actually used some of the elements underneath as well. So using the prefabs again, built this exactly the way that I showed you, but I have taken a lot of these pillars out. I just used it to make a foundation to build a treehouse. And then this is like a gentleman's club, I guess, and you can see a lot of those pillars have gone now. In fact, I think I've taken them all out, but I would have used the prefab just to get this up in the air and get the structure set. And then there's an upstairs area there too. And I just realised, so this is a bonus content, that I actually have again, look, there are the prefabs again, power armor station. Potentially you could do that. Little working area. You put a couple of benches in there as your workshop area. And there you go. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been useful. You know, I make this content to try and help people in the community and people who are building and maybe struggling a little bit with elements and try and give them some ideas and some creativity ideas to build better settlements. As ever, pop a like, leave a comment, send me your questions. Quite happy to answer them either here on YouTube or, you know, catch me on Twitter. That's also a way of doing it, and I would really appreciate if you'd support the channel and subscribe if you like the content and you find it useful. Okay guys, have a great day, catch you later.